possibly Kirby's like top 3 copy abilities in the game.
He might go Luigi in this.
But that's the crazy thing.
Is
it feels like it kind of quite comes down to the copy ability, because I feel like purely on paper, Kirb0 Steve sounds bad, right? Like low mobility, not much speed, pretty stubby. It feels like Steve's runaway game must be great here, but obviously in practice it just isn't.
Yeah.
How do you up tilt Kirby, by the way?
Yeah.
Exactly. This is the problem that MazeBeans has, is that it feels like it's impossible to combo Kirby, and like he really doesn't like it, so he essentially has to like just run away a lot, and like, Kirby can still chase him down. And Kirby is not bad versus blocks and everything like that as well. Can just absolutely tear down those walls.
Yeah. So as you said, Smart, he did say like if the games one go poorly, like they're going right now, because he's already dead, right? If this game goes poorly, he's very heavily considering Luigi. It's a weird thing where like Yaman action.
Oh my god! Hold on! But he's still alive. No, he's not.
Very much no.
Wow.
Yeah. Every Steve seems to have a Luigi, but it doesn't look like MazeBeans might have to have his one to bear this time, because he's really doing quite well in bringing that comeback. However, Kirb0 is immediately just starting up into the stock, and it feels like we're just in a weird ping pong back and forth where these guys are both just kind of taking each other to town, and this is wonderful.
Mid-small battlefield.
I mean, you're just seeing it now, though.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. Can we have Rekka back on comms, please? Never thought I'd say that one.
No, that's how I know I've done something bad.
Are you sure? But no, I mean, like, what is so interesting is it feels like every single time you're seeing that MazeBeans is like trying to get away to mine, and Kirby is just able to chase him down. Like, it is nearly impossible for MazeBeans to do much. It has basically got to set up some blocks and just like get away as quick as he can and set up some sort of obstruction. Yeah. But even then, Kirby can just literally tear it down.
Ooh. Yeah, that's using the momentum from passing through an object to speed up his dash attack. What the hell is that counterplay? That is sick.
That is like 50 sets worth of counterplay. Right, we're talking about that with Bloom and Luigi, right? But I feel like this is like dialed up to 11. We're going to see some wacky interactions just from the fact that these two have played so much.
It's like, as I was saying at the start, it feels like on paper this should be like rough for Kirby, but then the moment the set starts and then you see the stuff that Kirb0 knows about this matchup that other people won't, you start going, oh damn, okay, I see you. And I'm starting to see already, I get why Maze is like, this is rough, because Steve is used to being strong, right? And this is almost getting rid of that and turning him into a normal Smash character.
And I don't know if you guys all caught it, but like, MazeBeans was literally trying to up-tilt Kirby there.
Yeah, it didn't work.
He's too small. He is too small.
That is the niche that Kirby has really carved himself out for in this meta, the ability to scrap with people so effectively, because it's just impossible to hit him with so many hitboxes in the game, and Steve's up tilt is like one of the premier hitboxes in the game, the best up tilt in the game, almost everyone agrees, and it is useless versus this low tier, most people would say, but Kirb0 seems to be proven otherwise right now, or at the very least, he's just way better than his opponent, because it's looking at so fine for him right now.
I was going to say, it's just, 61% already, and even with all of these, the diamond is available, but so few materials, and it's wild because MazeBeans has got to even just spend more of those trying to edge guard Kirb0. That kind of few moments there where he could have mined for more materials, he's not able to do that. Of course, he just disappeared behind the camera, and suddenly a whole rack there. But 72% only Kirb0 fresh final stock, and we're gonna see what we can find here and whether MazeBeans can make a little bit of a comeback, which honestly was not a sentence I was expecting to say today.
Yeah, big back air puts him to the side of the stage, and this is a bit of a risky situation. Another back air is going to clinch it, because that move is so strong.
I feel like part of the hope there might have been like, I am anticipating Kirb0 is going to snuff out whatever I'm recovering to stage with one way or another, so I'm going to recover with blocks in hope that I can just like tech off of something when that comes out. Because I saw that back air hit and my first thought was, DI down, tech that block you put down. Obviously wasn't possible, but I felt like that could have been maybe what was going through Maze's head.
Also, can I just point out that like, why have the rest of the top 5 in the UK all got secondary Luigis just for Kirb0?
Oh my god, they actually do. Yeah.
So
Asco tried it.
Yeah, Asco tried it.
Yeah.
Apparently MazeBeans has got one as well.
Yeah.
Like,
Luigi just mains it. It's like,
I
hate this guy, bro.
Yeah, Luigi's got the lifestyle.
And the blue is blue.
They're like,
Bloom is everything.
Man, this low tier is really annoying, guys. I'm not down.
I was saying it in the production room, is that I think there is, and obviously I don't want to try and get in the heads of the top players because I'm not one, I'm just assuming. But I feel like there's a bit of a trend where people look at Luigi and then learn like a 0 to death or 2 and then go, I can play Luigi. But the issue is, the moment you have an interaction where your 0 to death doesn't pop off and they're at like 50, it's like, great, now you have to play Luigi in neutral. And that's where it almost like starts falling apart for people. And that's always my worry when I see someone try and be like, I'm going to counterpick Luigi.
The difference here with Maze is that he did recently get what he called a fraudulent win with Luigi.
Really?
Yeah, he called it fraudulent. I'm not sure why. I imagine there was a bunch of cheese that went on or some such. But still, he can beat Kirb0
It can
with
work.
Luigi.
Okay,
It can work. It can work. It's not just some random pocket for him. He's clearly put some time and effort into it. But he's put so much more time into Steve, right? Especially recently after the sponsor. That he really just wants to make it work. Wants to believe he can do it with this character. Wants to believe he can outfund his opponent. But right now, Kirb0's not making it easy.
I was going to say, 2 final cutters on the other side of the stage because, E, I guess.
Yeah, A.
Yeah, fun move. It's a completely different start to this game, I think, because like last game we saw Kirb0 snuff out a stock from Maze straight away, but now Maze isn't letting himself go into a disadvantageous situation. He's forcing these really good recoveries. He's making sure he's back on dry land. He's making sure, there we go, that he gets diamonds so that if he does lose this stock, like now, next stock he's literally coming in with an advantage, ready to rock.
Even so, it has to be said just how much control he has right now, but the no impact landing F smash was almost such a good equalizer there. Kirb0 manages to get his way around the blocks and holds onto this stock that MazeBeans is trying to tear apart at the moment. Only has about 1 or 2 jumps left, has to up be high, gets traded again. Can he make it past? Great air dodge, and he really wants to put on some defense because he looks dominant, but all of a sudden MazeBeans has really turned it around with some great character knowledge.
Yeah.
I really like the fact that there was a lot of like rinse and repeat situations in that edge guard, particularly from Kirb0, because what it means is that MazeBeans had to use more resources to be able to try and do it. The problem is in that situation where you've got a ton of resources already, is that you can just set up that situation where it's just a checkmate. But there was a couple of times in that previous situation where Kirb0 was getting hit by down tilts, MazeBeans had to set up more blocks, and then eventually MazeBeans couldn't go for those, had to mine, and Kirb0 got back okay. So it's really interesting, again, that in-depth knowledge that Kirb0 has of knowing what is the lesser of 2 evils to be able to get the most out of the situation. Because even if you're taking 20-30%, you're not taking a stock, and that is the crucial thing.
Definitely, yeah. MazeBeans, I feel like well, not even Maze, this whole fight has been stuck to this right ledge pretty much the whole time. They're both so happy to play around it. Maze happy to kill around it. Once again, Kirb0 is now stuck in this situation where Maze can do anything, can down smash, can down tilt, and pop Kirby like a balloon. Kirb0 forced his last stock on a back foot for the first time since the set started.
And this is what I rated just MazeBeans like keeping with Steve, because it's not like the last game. Oh my god, you know
so
what?
good at
Bad
that.
play. No, he's so
good at that.
damn
He's so
good
good
at
at
that.
that.
But honestly, like this is the thing, like it's not like the previous game was a wash or anything for Kirb0. Like this is still so possible with the Steve, and then like MazeBeans has shown it. But like my god, Kirb0 is fighting back, and it feels like one interaction, like one opening, could really decide this entire game too.
There is some karmic justice to seeing Kirb0 just spam down to it on this guy's shield and him being able to do nothing about it. It's kind of like what Steve does with other tools. Because it's like, taste of my own medicine, this sucks.
But yeah, just another, and again,
these ladder combos.
I was gonna say, the platform's really providing dividends for Kirb0, just getting a lovely little 4-5 piece there to get that 40-50%, and now a very slight lead in the favor of Kirb0. But you can almost just see the fear in MazeBeans at the moment to try and get any kind of resources going. I was terrified of the angle that was sent, and yeah, just a slight misjudgment there on where he could drift, and then MazeBeans sending him to the blast zone 1-1.
Yeah, partially MazeBeans' great use of Steve movement though. Theo, when he was on the couch, talked about how MazeBeans in particular, since the dawn of time, has been amazing at catching out people's like really big panic options with F smashes. Like, it's not just a random thing that Steve does. MazeBeans puts serious time and effort into it. He's really good at finding out, and he noticed how Kirby was just kind of floating in that area, jumps on quickly to the platform just to F smash. It was really clean execution.
Is Maze like a Scottish vampire? Has he been playing Steve since the dawn of time?
He's been sucking out his character's been sucking out the lifeblood of this game, so you tell me.
This is why we
got bits.
This is why we got bits.
Anyway, Steve's banned next Brink, by the way.
To the character, this is to be you.
Kidding, obviously. Going into this next set, again, it's a lot more even compared to before. Maze has also been really consistent in kind of just constructing the labyrinthian structures that Kirby has to try and navigate. In the middle of the stage, no matter what it is, it's always like odd angles that it isn't just a simple wall that Kirby has to navigate. It's full on, just, funnily enough, mazes that Kirby has to work around.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey.
You can just see Kirby just sharking around the upper half, forcing MazeBeans to recover low, and you can see he just managed to get out of there, but his tail as old as time, that resource bar looking lower and lower every time. This relentless pressure from Kirby, and even though you have got those side platforms available as that temporary reprieve, it's not going to stop the Blue Menace from closing in that distance.
And just see Kirby's frame data work really well there, even in those scrappy situations that Steve is usually so comfortable in. Kirby just has that slight edge, and he's able to clank with everything. Even the anvil gets beaten out by that demonic back air. He's using it so well, but he's using it so often as well, just because it merits all that respect. And right now, Kirby is really demanding it from MazeBeans as he takes him out of town with that back air.
The thing is, that was a really quick reaction from Kirby. Yeah, because obviously that recovery was like, it was a little bit slow, but it's nowhere near what you'd predict Steve to recover like. So the fact that Kirby was that ready to pop up IEJ back air, it speaks volumes on how locked in he is at the moment.
Yeah.
And here we go, just again, Kirby taking it very slowly, abusing his very good frame data, but unfortunately being caught a little bit of sleep at the wheel there, just underneath the ledge, and anvil to the face. However, this could lead to quite a spicy edge guard situation that MazeBeans thankfully gets himself out of the fire, and just using the minecart to get that little bit of extra mobility. And finally, we're seeing one of the first up tilt combos that we've got straight off of a parry, 60%. As well as Smart is looking very even at the moment.
Yeah, I mean, this is why, like, Kirby just crouches so often, because, like, every single time you get hit by those up tilt is just devastating. And I mean, like, what looked like Kirby favored has suddenly turned into such an even game here, with MazeBeans, of course, having that diamond on deck as well. It is devastating. I mean, like, just even then, like, sitting on the anvil, F-smashing. Kirby had gotten up even a little bit higher. We're going to smack that. Could have just been a stock straight up.
This movement with the double jumps, man, he's literally just kind of mystically finding his way around the minecarts, but can't quite get around that back air. Huge hitbox, very fast auto cancels. It does the washing for you, the laundry. It is such a good tool, but MazeBeans hasn't been using it too much. He's really, this time, picking his positions because he knows how well Kirby is at adapting around it and how well he is in a scrap. But he, right now, is dominating the up close. He can't quite get that kill combo, but it's not over. He's fighting with his bare fists.
He said, look, if you want to scrap, we're going hand to hand. That's what he's saying.
Kirby snaps back to that ledge, tries to find a little bit of purchase on MazeBeans. Wants this stock and wants it now, but even if you do find it, Kirby has an extra stock and an extra diamond ready to rock. He does have diamond in hand, as is though, so hey, taking a stock, better than losing your own. Kirby has to make this back, but MazeBeans is on the offensive, trying to keep Kirby out of that ledge at all costs. Misses the grab, that's Kirby's time to shine. Tilt, and MazeBeans is on his final stock. It's 1-1 in game count. This is the deciding factor to flip this into an advantage.
And I do actually rate some. Oh, you know what? Wait, I'm smashed. I was going to say that's.
It's frame 8. It's a pretty good move.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Dude, it wasn't the frame. Kirby was below the platform, and the scoop box caught him below.
It scoops fast. It scoops long. What do you want?
Yeah. what you want?
What do I want? One more patch. Sakurai, come back.
Okay.
Pretty please.
It was good recognition, guys.
Yeah, it was good.
But what I was going to say is that, like, what was really nice for MazeBeans, I think, in the, like, that final stock there, was that, like, he was so low on resources, but, like, he knew that, like, every single time that he mines away, Kirby is just able to chase him down. And, like, when you get to that lost stock position and you got, like, such a good lead, you didn't want to, like, give it up just to get some resources. Like, he had the diamond. That's kind of all you really needed in that moment. Like, Kirby was at a high percentage. MazeBeans knows that. So just says, okay, well, cool. If I get like S-Smash, I win. If I get like an up tilt, I'll probably be able to convert it into something. Obviously, I've got other moves that will absolutely just tear away the stock. Like, I don't need to give up my positioning and my advantage to mine for resources that, you know, I tend to get blown up for it.
Love this stuff from Maze. Instantly, I've noticed it every single game. He pulls straight out that iron, the iron tool set, because even though he now can't amble, he can't minecart. Just being able to scrap with Kirby is the #1 objective.
Ooh, just goes over, but still, Kirby's not quite let go of him, gets an additional 68%, optimizing that advantage state, man. You love to see it. Kirby right now, still putting up the ledge, still pressuring. He has to watch the platform, and he's there!
Wow, such good awareness from Kirb0, knowing that you've reached sort of the peak of the having to go back down. And once again, just utter silliness that we are seeing. But Kirb0 playing like a man possessed at the moment, nearly lapping MazeBeans in percent, and a little footstool.
Wow, no, he's still living.
Yeah, just about made that back as well. And that's the thing. I saw the hammer come out there. I was going to say, Kirb0's reaching into the whole moveset to try and deal with MazeBeans at the moment.
Yeah, MazeBeans looking a little bit relentless right now. He clearly wants to pressure him at the ledge and really wants to get that stock and answer back quickly so he can set up more mining, because right now, Kirb0's not going to let go of him. Town and City, that additional blast zone high is really helping him out there. Just about lives, and he would not live on PS2, I do not think. And as a result, Kirb0's able to hang on a little bit more. More back airs now, pressuring him even more. Has to go to the platform again. Great angle on that up B, but he's still getting chased down. MazeBeans is still holding on. Kirb0 should get that F tilt. Not quite a dash attack. Is it an edge guard? Yes, it is!
Oh, look at that. 3 stocks to 1 right now for Kirb0, looking to potentially force a game 5 if he keeps playing like this. I mean, MazeBeans is going to make such a huge comeback. And with a character like Kirby, that feels like it's going to be pretty difficult to do, Alex.
I cannot lie to you, gang. I mentioned right in the start that, there you go, that's nice, that's nice.
Yeah.
I mentioned right in the start that MazeBeans sacrificed a lot of Steve's tools, no anvil, no minecart, no nothing, because he wanted iron tools to be able to scrap with Kirb0. He lost that stock too fast, and until this point has been stuck on wooden tools since. And if there's anything that I've noticed on previous games, Maze loves those golden tools in this matchup because it actually helps him scrap even better with Kirby, because he actually has much better frame data on that item. He hasn't had the chance to pull that item until this final stock. He hasn't seen a diamond yet.
Just the breakneck pace that Kirb0 is able to bring to the table using that much superior ground speed. And even then, it feels like MazeBeans has managed to just slow down the pace ever so slightly, but Kirb0 looking to reignite the flames that have been fueling him all the way through. Yeah, just about getting that through. And finally, some diamond tools are available, of course. The comeback, there is potential here, but in the same vein as well, Kirb0 is looking relentless.
Yeah, Kirb0 immediately after that fair comes an up air, just knows that he can pressure this Steve still, and that fair at the ledge will be enough to take it to game 5. That's what I wanted to see from that counter pick. That was really great use of every single platform of town. The facet of it being slightly less wider blast zones and higher. That was everything that I wanted to see from Kirb0 in that game. That was beautifully played.
And if I remember correctly, I could be completely off the marbles, and I feel like you'll be able to want to know. Don't you mine more wood on Turn City?
Yeah,
you do.
Like, and less iron.
And importantly, you use your axe to mine that resource rather than your pickaxe,
Yes.
which is good or bad depending on what player you are, because normally it's crap because you lose up air, you lose up tilt. But this matchup, it's not really the name of the game. I've been noticing a lot of pickaxe moves off of like just aerial forward air like that. It's been the thing that's been helping Maze the most. So honestly, I can imagine him liking stages where he's using his axe more.
Still, MazeBeans would clearly rather the battlefield pick. He can get some great extensions. He can really find that iron way more. He's already got the tools, and he's still got plenty to spare for those disadvantaged options, and it's looking a lot better already. 80% cleanly unanswered right now.
God, his movement is so good as well, by the way. Steve, like, when he got announced, it was very, very clear. It was like, hey, his jump is bad because we wanted to make it like in Minecraft. Haha, isn't that funny? But Maze can move on this character.
It's been really impressive to see that sort of maneuverability, and then just catching him with the anvil as well. Probably the strongest lead that we have seen from MazeBeans across the entirety of this set. And even though he's not had the most chances to mine, he is still doing extremely well. And now again, it is Kirb0 just running after him as fast as his little legs can carry him. Bless, just trying to hunt him down to get anything started.
Yeah, I mean, this is just looking tougher for Kirb0 by the second because he has to find a way through. But obviously, MazeBeans with that diamond right now. Got another diamond in the pocket as well, ready to go, ready to unleash at a moment's notice. So, like, suddenly scrapping becomes a lot more difficult. And when you get caught in the blender like that, I mean, that's a lot of damage. And immediately just puts him in a perfect position to just make another one.
MazeBeans ended a combo by losing a pickaxe and not Kirb0 far away enough with the combo ender to instantly make a new one like nothing happened.
And he's using that new pickaxe to great effect. Daleks, he puts him off stage. At 91, we still have Diamond Bear, the big ledge trapping tool that it is. Kirb0 rolls out nicely, but Jab quickly answers back. He can't quite pressure a ledge. He's scared to come in because there's an invincible minecart coming out the corner. There's an anvil that could land on your head. There's so much that this character can do to dissuade you from picking an option too quickly. But MazeBeans right now is going down to brass tacks with his pickaxe.
Bars.
Thank you.
Ooh, however, the 2019 Spot Dot down smash rearing its ugly head in the Good Lord's Year 2024, managing to get that first stock from Kirb0, however, from MazeBeans, excuse me, but, however...
No. He saved that till loser semi!
And he used it to kill
However,
him.
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking in my mind, we have gotten a whole tournament without MazeBeans doing anything like stupidly clippable with blocks. Instantly, it's like he can hear me in his mind.
I mean, he can hear you over the speakers as well.
I didn't
I
say
think
it
you can
though.
hit
Oh,
I think you can
no.
hit Kirby in his mind as well right now because he's really making his life difficult. 14 to 36, but there's a stock difference right now. MazeBeans pressuring him so hard
is
into
rough.
the block, bounces him off into the net. He's doing whatever he wants right now. Another F throw. Kirby is off stage and he might be dead.
Wow. I mean, you just couldn't, even in that position, you just couldn't take more damage anyway. Like, Kirby is not a heavy character by any means. And, like, it just felt like such a checkmate position. Like, the more chip damage that was put on, the tougher it was going to be for Kirb0. Yes, he could have made it the comeback, but, like, that was going to be a long road. And you could see the way, the side relief from MazeBeans at the end. They're literally sort of hands on hips. Oh, like, he's happy he got that.
There was one person, he did not say Bloom, he did not say Luigi, he said he didn't